Hello there, you're welcome to another tutorial on SC2s, and I'm going to show you how to make Afrobeat melodies in the style of Burna Boy and Wizkid. If you're new, hit the subscribe button and let's get started. So over here we have our drum track and I'm going to play for you so you hear. Alright, so now we're going to start with laying in our chords, alright? So I'm already labeled my VSTs, right? So I'm going to start with chords, and for chords, I'm using Lounge Lizard to play my chords. I'm going to go to the piano roll, and I'll be using my MIDI keys, okay, to play this in. But something you can also do by clicking it in. So this is chords I'm going to play. So let's play that in, all right? I'm going to hit record. So let's see how that sounds. Quantize, Ctrl Q. All right, so this place right here seems a bit too loud, so I'm going to just adjust the loudness. Perfect. So I can just have this right here. Then I can render the sound, render and replace. You know, rendering your sounds helps save CPU. All right, so now let's add our lead melody. Create a new pattern, and for my lead melody, I'm going to be using our Arturia Mellotron V to play it. So let's see what we can come up with. That's dope. Let's get that in. Let's see how that sounds. Sometimes I don't always quantize my melodies, right? Sometimes I just go in there and just try to fix it in manually. And let's see. Let's maybe quantize it then. Let's see. Sometimes you have to make sure it's perfectly on grid. Let's take it to a high octave and see how it sounds. Let's render it and see. When we render it, you know, rendering your sound also gives you more flexibility in how you control it. So it's rendered, and then we can take it down. Lovely. I like that sound. All right. So next thing we want to do is want to add pads to make it have more feel and emotion, right? Pads just help fill up the beat without playing, you know, more complicated melodies. Let's see. Let's add pads, piano roll. So our pads is still going to be the same thing with our chord progression, right? So, but to be shortened. Then let's see how it sounds. Make sure you fix it in and it's well placed. Now let's move on back to a quarter beat. Move this behind a bit. Then please don't mind the glitching. my CPU. There are lots of things currently running. All right. So render and replace. And you can see now we have our pad. So next we want to add is a pluck melody. All right. The pluck melody helps give it more rhythm, and you'll see why shortly. So yeah, just that simple. Then let's play in. So let's see how that sounds. Quantize, turn off recording. Let's shift it behind and see how it's going to sound if it starts with a kick. I think I prefer it this way. All right, so let's render that as well. But before you render, you have to be sure you're not going to go back to, make any real changes to what you played, all right? So let's see, it's time now for ambient melodies, all right? The difference between an ambient melody and a pad is that a pad may be a chord, right? And it may just follow the chords you played, but an ambient melody is going to just be a melody on its own. It may not necessarily be a chord. It can just be a melody line of its own. And the good thing with an ambient melody is that it doesn't distract you from the other melodies you played. It just fills up the space more like just like a pad. It's kind of like a mix of a melody and a pad at the same time. So for that, I'm using Solina V, still from Arturia, right? So I'm going to see. I'm just going to play a few notes. Let's see what we can create from this. Yeah, that's simple. Let's record that. Ready, go. All right, so let's see. Let's fix that up. I played the wrong notes by accident. Let's see. It's supposed to be here. So let's render that. And then next I have sounds good. Next I have a vocal chop, right? I got it from Looper Man, I think. So let's see. Please don't mind the glitch, like I said, it's CPU. I think I also have another vocal chop right here. See. All right, now, so let's add our bass line, right? Because what's Afrobeat without bass? So let's see. Let's add a bass line. Our melodies are already coming out sounding really good, right? So for our bass, we're going to play our the notes from our chords. Let's just copy the chords and see if we can fix the problem. Yeah, these are the chord progressions. So we'll copy it, and then we're going to come to this pattern right here, paste it in here. Make sure it's turned off so it doesn't play out, right? As you can see, it's muted. So when I have it here, take it down to lower octave. Almost there. I think I like this bass line. I like that bass. So yeah, we'll keep that. Then we can take this out, right? So you can see we have our bass line. And then the last thing I want to do is maybe add a counter melody, right? Just to get the bounce going. So the counter melody is going to be really simple as well. It's going to be something like this. So let's see. And that's it really for our counter melody. Then make sure it's quantized. Let's listen. Now you can see we have all layers of our melody, right? We have our main chords, we have our lead melody, we have our pads, ambient melody, we have our block melody, a vocal sample, a bass, and a counter melody. Now these are all parts of melodies you commonly find in when trying to produce an Afrobeat song or songs in Afrobeat genre. All right. So that's pretty much it. And if you found this tutorial helpful, right, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more tutorials. All right, see you on the next tutorial. Cheers.